Imagine a world without electricity for just a single day. Sounds impossible, right? Yet, energy security is a major concern for many nations. Now let's dive deeper into this matter. Picture this, an entire country bustling with life suddenly plunged into darkness. Traffic lights go out, hospitals struggle to keep life-saving machines running, and communication lines go dead. This is not a scene from a dystopian movie, but a potential reality for nations grappling with energy security. Energy security, in essence, is the uninterrupted availability of energy sources at an affordable price. It's the lifeblood of a nation, fueling everything from the economy to our daily lives. Yet it's a resource we often take for granted until it's threatened. Despite our technological advancements, many countries still struggle with this crucial aspect. In some parts of the world, power outages are a daily occurrence, crippling businesses, affecting education, and leaving homes in the dark. In others, the dependence on imported energy leaves them vulnerable to price hikes and political upheavals. Energy security is not just about keeping the lights on. It's also about national security. A country that can't ensure a steady supply of energy is like a fortress with a gaping hole in its defenses. It's susceptible to external threats and internal instability. Moreover, energy security has profound implications for economic stability. Industries rely on consistent energy supply to operate and grow. Any disruption can lead to substantial financial losses and even economic downturns. Lastly, let's not forget the environmental aspect. With the pressing need to combat climate change, nations must strive for energy security while also reducing their carbon footprint. The challenge lies in finding a balance between the two, a challenge that is easier said than done. So, when we talk about energy security, we're talking about a nation's survival, its prosperity, and its contribution to a sustainable world. It's a complex issue with far-reaching implications, a shocking reality that underscores the importance of our quest for reliable, sustainable, and secure energy sources. Energy security is not just about having power, it's about ensuring a nation's survival and prosperity. Energy security didn't just happen overnight. It has a long history that dates back to the Industrial Revolution. Indeed, the roots of energy security are deeply intertwined with the rise of the industrial era, when coal emerged as the black gold powering factories, steam engines, and eventually whole cities. But it wasn't just about energy. It was about control, about who had the power to light up the world and who was left in the dark. As we moved into the 20th century, the world wars became a stark reminder of the strategic importance of energy resources. Countries with abundant coal and oil reserves found themselves at the center of global power struggles. Energy was no longer just a commodity, it was a weapon. The aftermath of these wars saw a shift in the energy landscape. Coal was replaced by oil as the new lifeblood of economies. Nations that controlled oil, the so-called black gold, held the reins to global power. The Middle East, rich in oil reserves, became the world's energy hub. But this dependency on oil was not without its perils. The oil crises of the 1970s exposed the vulnerabilities of global economies tethered to the whims of oil-producing nations. This was a wake-up call for the world. Energy security was no longer a luxury, but a necessity. As we moved into the Cold War era, energy security became a strategic concern for nations. The specter of nuclear power loomed large. Nations raced to harness the immense power of the atom, not just for destructive purposes, but also for peaceful energy production. The advent of nuclear power marked a new chapter in the saga of energy security. Yet, the quest for energy security is far from over. Today, we find ourselves grappling with the challenges of climate change and dwindling fossil fuel reserves. The drive for renewable, sustainable energy sources is more urgent than ever. From coal to nuclear power, the quest for energy security has shaped the world as we know it. And as we continue this journey, we must remember that energy security is not just about power. It's about ensuring a sustainable, equitable future for all. You might be surprised to learn that the Philippines and Indonesia have played a pivotal role in the world's energy security. The Philippines and Indonesia, two Southeast Asian nations, are not just known for their rich cultural heritage and breathtaking landscapes. They have also made significant contributions to the global energy sector. setting the pace in areas like geothermal energy and renewable energy sources. Let's talk about geothermal energy first. This is energy derived from the natural heat of the Earth, and it's a game changer in the renewable energy landscape. The Philippines and Indonesia are blessed with vast geothermal resources thanks to their location within the Pacific Ring of Fire, an area known for its high volcanic activity. The Philippines was the first country in Southeast Asia to harness geothermal energy back in the 70s. Today, it ranks second worldwide, right behind the United States, in terms of geothermal energy production. Indonesia isn't far behind. It's the third largest producer of geothermal energy globally, with plans to become the world's top producer by 2030. But these two nations aren't just about harnessing the heat of the Earth. They're also deeply committed to other forms of renewable energy. The Philippines, for instance, has been a trailblazer in the use of hydropower and wind energy. Indonesia, on the other hand, has been harnessing its vast solar energy potential, making it one of the top solar energy producers in Southeast Asia. What's more, both countries have set ambitious renewable energy targets, demonstrating their commitment to a cleaner, greener future. They are not just relying on their natural resources, but they're also investing heavily in renewable energy technologies. So, what does this mean for energy security? Well, it means that these two nations are not just passive consumers of energy. They are active players in the global energy scene, contributing to energy security through their innovative approach to energy production and their commitment to renewable energy. The Philippines and Indonesia have proven that energy security is not just about resources, but also about innovation and commitment. The future of energy security is not set in stone. It's a story that's still being written. As we move forward, the landscape of energy security is poised to undergo an exciting transformation. One of the most significant shifts we're seeing is the growing pivot towards renewable energy. This isn't just a trend, but a necessity. The world's supply of fossil fuels is finite, and their negative environmental impact is undeniable. But renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower offer a sustainable alternative, a way to secure our energy future without compromising our planet. However, this shift doesn't come without its own set of challenges. The technology for harnessing and storing renewable energy is still developing, and the initial investment required can be substantial. But the long-term benefits are worth the effort. As the technology matures, the costs will come down, making renewable energy more affordable and accessible to all. Furthermore, the opportunities that lie ahead are immense. The renewable energy sector is a hotbed of innovation and job creation. It's a space where bright minds are crafting solutions to our most pressing energy problems. And it's not just about producing energy, but about using it more efficiently. Smart grids, energy-efficient appliances, and green buildings are all part of the equation. Of course, the transition towards renewable energy must be equitable. We need policies that ensure everyone, from developed nations to emerging economies, has access to clean, affordable energy. That's a challenge in itself, but also an opportunity to build a more just and sustainable world. Finally, we must remember that energy security isn't just about the energy we use, but how we use it. Conservation, efficiency, and responsible consumption are all crucial. We all have a role to play in shaping our energy future, from governments and corporations to individuals like you and me. Energy security is a journey, not a destination, and the road ahead is full of promise. So what have we learned today about energy security? We've journeyed through the past, present, and future of this critical global issue, starting with the shocking reality that energy security is not guaranteed. It's a challenge that has been with us since the dawn of civilization, when our ancestors first discovered fire and harnessed its power. Then, we delved into the birth of energy security as a concept, tracing its roots back to the oil crises of the 20th century. We learned how these crises spurred nations into action, motivating them to seek sustainable and stable sources of energy to power their economies and protect their citizens. Our journey then took us to the shores of the Philippines and Indonesia, two nations that have made significant contributions to energy security. We saw how their unique geographical locations and abundant natural resources have positioned them as key players in the global energy landscape. Through their efforts, they have shown that energy security is not just about securing resources, but also about harnessing them in a sustainable and responsible way. And finally, we looked into the crystal ball to explore the future of energy security. We learned that while challenges remain, there is also immense potential for innovation and progress. From renewable energy technologies to smart grids and beyond, the future of energy security is bright and full of possibilities. But remember, while we've covered a lot of ground today, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Energy security is a complex and multifaceted issue that touches on economics, politics, technology, and the environment. It requires the collective efforts of governments, businesses, and individuals around the world. The story of energy security is a story of innovation, resilience, and hope. It's a story that we all have a part to play in.